Satkan Grammar School Distance Learning Program. Hello students, hope you all are doing wonderful. This is your teacher Ms. Mariam Imam, and today from our unit 9 we will learn about looking after pet and writing a leaflet. And along this we are going to learn some grammar. So let's start. What are pet animals? Pet animals are domestic or tamed animals. The animals were meek, obedient, manageable, pleasant, or friendly, the one you can keep them in your home. Pets are comforting companions. They keep us healthy and relieve stress. The most popular pets are, cats and dogs. Perhaps you have some other type of pet, whether it's a fish, a turtle, a bird, a rabbit, a horse, a sheep, or a chicken. A pet simply makes you happy, don't they? Looking after pet. If you have a pet, you must take good care of it. Are you planning to get a pet? Think carefully and learn about what it needs, eat, or where it should live. Make sure your pet is sociable, friendly, and well trained. You need to provide well balanced diet to your pet. Take your pet to the vet regularly. Vet is a doctor who provides animal with medical care. Examine them carefully to make sure that your pet stays in top health. Clean up after your pet and deworm it regularly. Deworming means giving them medicine to your pet to rid them off from parasites or bugs, which mostly in their intestine. Groom your pet regularly. It means you make sure that their fur or their coat is clean and nice. You need to cut their hair and trim their nails. Trust me, it's not easy to keep a pet. Use of English. Have to or need to. Need to and have to are similar modal forms in English. There is a slight difference in nuance between them. We say have to when we want to talk about obligations. Obligations are things when we have no choice about doing it. But sometimes we do have a choice, but because we agree to do something, so we feel obliged. We feel that it's our duty to do it. So that time we say we have to. We say need to when we want to talk about things that are necessary to do in order to achieve a goal. For example, if you want to bring a very good marks in exams, or if you want to bring a first position in exams, so you would say that I need to work very hard to bring first position in exams. So it is necessary for you to work hard to achieve this goal to bring first position in exams. So you would say I need to work very hard to bring first position in exams. Okay, here are some examples for you. Number one is you have to turn off the lights if you are the last person to leave the office. Here in this example, if this person is leaving the office in the end, so he is obliged. It's his duty to turn off the lights. Here remember that we have to be used with you, they, and we. Like we say, we have to, they have to, you have to. But if you are using he, she, it, or a name, then we say has to. Like she has to, he has to, it has to. Or if there is a name like Sarah, so we would say Sarah has to. Number two is I have to help my friend move tomorrow, so I can't have lunch with you. In this examples, he has a choice, but because he agreed to help his friend, so he says that I have to help my friend move tomorrow. He is obliged to help his friend. The next example is you need to look after your pet. It's need to. If you have got a pet, then it is necessary for you to look after your pet. It's important for you. It's not only the obligation, but it is the necessity. Number two is I want to go to Vietnam for my vacation, so I need to get a visa. And the last one is if you want to get a promotion, you need to work very hard. In these examples, for need to, the person does the thing like getting a visa or working hard. And what is the goal to achieve is going to Vietnam or getting a promotion. Have to and need to. Sometimes have to and need to can be exchanged freely in a sentence and will have a very similar meaning. For example, I have to finish this job by Friday. I need to finish this job by Friday. I write down things I have to do on sticky notes. I write down things I need to do on sticky notes. In these cases, the meaning is very close but has a slightly different nuance. Again, when we use have to, we are emphasizing the fact that we have no choice. But when we use need to, we are emphasizing the fact that it's necessary. Should or must. Should and must are both modal verbs. Must is used when expressing obligation or an unavoidable requirement. For example, I must get to the meeting on time. This is the requirement of your job or your meeting. Whereas should is more of a recommendation when you are recommending something, when you are obliged to do something, when you are giving advice, when you are talking about probability, when you are expecting something, or for conditional mood, we use should. Should. Here are some examples using should in different condition. Advice. You should buy toys for your pet to play with, or I think you should get the haircut. So at the same time, it's an opinion, it's a suggestion, or it's an advice. Obligation. You should walk to work if it's close by. So the speaker thinks that if the workplace is close by, then person should be walking to work instead of riding a bike or car. That person is obliged basically. Please remember that here after should we use the first form of the verb, as you can see here, you should buy or you should walk. Expectation. If you like paintings, you should enjoy the exhibition, or it shouldn't cost more than $20. So for that thing, you do not expect that it will cost you more than $20. This is your expectation. Let's move to the next one, probability. Probability we use when there is a high or slight chances of something to happen, or when you are not sure. The train should be here in 10 minutes, or he should be here in any minute. Condition. It's raining, I think we should cancel the meeting. So here it depends, the meeting depends on condition. As condition is not good, it's raining, so they think that they should cancel the meeting. Uses of must. Remember that must is stronger than should. Obligation. You must feed your hamster every day. Here the person who has hamster, he is obliged to feed his hamster every day, but here it's in a stronger way. He cannot avoid feeding his hamster every day. Emphasize necessity. Plants must have water and light to grow. Here we are telling that how necessary it is for plants to have water and light, but we are saying in a stronger way. Plant must have water and light to grow or they would die. A strong recommendation. Sometimes we recommend things to people, but when our recommendation is strong, when we strongly recommend something, we use must. You must visit the vet for routine care of your pet. Certainty. You are not looking well, you must see the doctor. When you are certain of something, you say in a stronger way. Instead of you should see the doctor, we would say you must see the doctor. Speaking tip. If you are giving introduction or advice, it's better to use good phrases. If you are giving introduction, you can start like this. Today I would like to talk to you about, and then you can carry on with whatever you want to say. Or today I want to give you a short talk about, let's say, writing a leaflet. If you are giving advice, you can use these type of phrases. It's best to use a special brush or comb. It's a good idea to check your horse's teeth. It's important that your pet go for regular checkups at the vet. These are very appropriate language expressions to use when you ask for and give advice. Writing a leaflet. What is leaflet? A leaflet is a little book or a piece of paper containing information about a particular subject. Leaflet is distributed usually free, containing advertising material or information about a political party, charity, superstore, news, etc. Have you ever received a flyer or leaflet advertising about a new pizza or burger shop offering discounts and free delivery? I'm sure you have. Writing a leaflet. When you are writing a leaflet, make sure that you create an eye-catching headline or slogan. Your slogan grabs the attention of the people if it's interesting. For example, saving you money every day. Every little helps. Try something new every day. Fancy a great holiday break? Are you interested in our maritime history? After that, you should write what you are offering. Then write the details of where and when. Focus on the main benefits. Write opening timing and prices. Writing tip. Use imperative sentences to write your slogans. For example, come and then you continue whatever you want to say. Don't miss, be the first, don't leave, travel to live, or live to travel. These are the imperative sentences, and the purpose of these sentences to grab the attention of your possible customer or client. Here are some slogans from very famous and successful brand. McDonald's is I'm loving it. Adidas is nothing is impossible. Nike is just do it. This one is new. Let's beat coronavirus. So slogans are very important and are one of the effective ways to draw attention to the brand and their product. The role of a good slogan is to point towards the benefits of a product. Slogans are supposed to highlight your brand image and be memorable.